Hi, Crafty Angels. Nessa here from Angel Rose Designs here on YouTube. Today I'm here with another project for Safia, who is Dust Fairies here on YouTube. And it's another design team project from the design team kit that she sent. And what I'm doing here is a little pouch for my granddaughter. She's been asking me for one, so I decided I would do one. And the surprise you'll need for this is a piece of sari silk fabric, sari silk lace fabric, laces, your glue tool, appliques, bling, and that's it. So let's get this show on the road. Okay, so we're going to start off with this fabric here. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of hot glue along here, not too much to start off with, because I'm going to turn it, and you got to be pretty quick because it cools off pretty fast. And that's that. Okay, now if you have extra, you can easily just do like that and it'll rub it off. But I'm not putting too much down, so I don't think I'll have too many extra. And I have a high temp gun. Let me get my little spatula here. So I'm gonna keep going along this side, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come up here, come down this side, and then glue all of that. Okay, see, this is what I got so far from the excess, and I'm not putting that much glue on here. And this is a Surebinder glue gun. Put it back over there, and let's get this all situated. Now I will be trimming off all of the extra fabric and stuff, but I want to get this all glued down first. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to push it towards the edge. That way I have it flat. Okay. More glue. I only put a short line of glue. See? And I just pat my hand on it, and you can see the excess glue that comes out. Okay? And I'm trying to keep this in a straight line here. I'm just going to sit my gluing tool there so I can put this down. Turn it a little toward me so I can see what's going on. And please let me know down at the bottom of the video how you feel about me putting your name in the shout out section of my videos. It could be from any video that I have up, and it really doesn't matter what video it is. If you leave a comment, I will put your name as a shout out and give you a shout out as my appreciation for your kind comments. So just let me know down in the comment section how you feel about that. Or you can go to the video titled shout out and let me know at the bottom of that one, what do you think about it? Okay. Thank you very much for your kind comments though. And I like shouting out other people and having people go and you know, subscribe to others. I mean, that's what the crafting community is all about, right? Now I'm going to go down this side and then we're going to seal up the top. And then we're going to do some trimming. Stop there. Let's lay this out flat and get our little spatula and start patting. And all the excess will go on the little spatula. Okay. Might have to get me a little mat so I don't get stuck to this one. I need to get a new mat to put on my desk. But I like the one I have here and on the other side of my desk. I have a gray one here and a pink one on the other side. I like them both, so I try to switch them out whenever I want to. So, we got that side done, and it's all stuck to my desk, as y'all can see. Let me get my little tool here, my little scraper, and scrape all that glue off, because I need the room to, I don't want it to stick to my silk. I don't want my silk to stick when I'm moving. So I'm going to start over here and come in like that. I'm going to keep going. And then take my spatula, just pat it down. Then you can go back after and rub for all the excess. Okay, we got this. Let's clear this off. And scrape off any excess. Sorry for the noises, but okay, now we're going to get our scissors, or our skizzers as I call them. I'm going to trim off all the excess. Okay. I like to hold it like this because it helps me a little bit. That's that one. Now I'm going to save this piece. I might use it on here again. Now I'm going to go to the side and trim off the excess there. And I'm trying to stay as close to the other fabric that I can and cut it as straight as I can. Nothing's perfect in crafting. And just hold it like that. Clear off that to the, oops, clear that off to the side. And then we come up here. See, I like to hold it like this because I can put my scissors on my finger. And it helps me, it helps guide me for a little straighter line. Because I have something to hold it to, on, you know, lay them on. And no, I don't cut my, I don't, you know, have any, well, I won't say have any. I've had a few incidents where I did nip myself, but that's all right. My scissors, my finger helps guide me to keeping the lines as straight as I can get them. Okay. And you can use fabric tack on here, whatever Beacon 3-in-1, whatever glue that you have. It really doesn't matter. Okay. We got all that. Okay, now what we're going to do is fold it over. And we're going to seal the side up. But I want to leave a little flap on the top. I want it this way. I like it this way. Go up to about there until you have about an inch from the top. So you have a little flap. Go down a little bit more because I want this whole flap here to show. Like that. Now I'm going to go and seal up the sides. We're putting glue right here on one side, right up to that point. Taking it, folding it, letting it sit for a few. Remove my scissors out of the way. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Right there. We have that done. Okay, now what I'm going to do with the lace is I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to measure it to where I can fold it like this through the whole thing. I'm going to do here, I'm going to do here, and I'm going to do the side. Okay, so let me get this done and I'll be back. Well, I'm going to show y'all how I do it. Okay, first what I'm going to do is lay my glue. Okay, I want it down the whole side this time around. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to unwrap this whole thing. I'm just going to take it and make sure I have it half and half. And just push it down on one side. Okay. Then I'm going to come around right here. I'm going to put in, I have to put it towards me so I can see. I want to make this come this way. And I'm going to just fold this right here. Let me see. No, I got a different way because I want to make sure I don't have no, I'm going to cut this sort of at an angle. And then put this like this right here. Okay. That way it'll fold over easier. So we're going to put our line of glue starting here all the way to the end. Okay. I'm going to turn this around. Come like that. This time I'm going to take the spatula and then go back with my hand because it's cool and I can take the excess off. Again, we're going to turn this and cut it sort of at an angle like that and come down this side with this piece. Okay, so we're going to turn this. I'm going to put our beater glue here. I know you can't see the glue go down on camera, but I see it because I'm using clear glue sticks. So I'm going to find the part where I cut the angle. I'm going to half and half it like that and just press down because I let my glue sit for a bit and it kind of cools down a little bit so I can touch it. I just don't touch it when I first put it down. So now, do I have enough? Yes, I do. So again, we cut this at a bit of an angle. And I'm going to do the same to this. So I'm going to come here. I wish I would have done it at the beginning, but that's all right. So we're going to take this piece and put it here. I like the way this is coming out. I'm going to put our beaded glue down at the bottom. Okay. I'm going to turn it toward me so I can see where I'm going to lay it. Like that. I'm going to get the spatula, come in, and as soon as I feel it cool down through the silicone, I just come down with my hand to take all the excess out. Okay. And this helps with the bulkiness. I say this in every video, but that's just the way I feel. It helps with the bulkiness and everything. So I'm going to take this, cut it at an angle here. Save this piece because we can use it for something. And I'm going to go back and kind of glue down where I didn't. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other corners. Like that. Okay. Come back this way. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do after I remove the glue string, and that's another thing I'm trying to avoid is glue strings, but that's impossible, I know. Let's take this little bit of glue off of here. Now, what I'm going to do is come over like that with this, okay? So it's like a half and half type thing. And I'm going to take this one here, since I have no more of this one here. I'm going to take this one and put it on this part here, because this is all I have left of the other one. Okay, so let's start gluing this piece and popping it over. So like I said, I'm going to put my beaded glue all the way down, because that way some of it is going to be kind of cooled off by the time I come back to it. And I can just use my hand to go all the way across and push it down. See? It's all nice and cool. Now I gotta try to get it off my hand. Okay, now, before I do the other corners, I'm going to do my little piece here. But I'm not going to wrap it around. I'm just going to put it sitting there. Kinda. As soon as I get all this glue off my fingers. Okay, clean up that. Okay, now I'm going to take this piece here. And I want the roses to be like this. So the scallop is going to go at the top. And I like that because it hides all the top part. That way I don't have to flip it over. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to trim a piece off. And I trimmed it long enough to where it fits. So I'm going to come in with my glue here. And I'm only going to do a little at a time on this one. Let me put something in here so I make sure I don't glue the pouch shut. Okay. So now we got that piece glued on. I'm going to come down some more. Like I said, a little at a time. That's done. And now let me put that back over there. Now I can take my little silicone brush and just come back. I'm doing this just to cool it down, because then I come back and do that. See? You see all the glue popping off in the corner over here? Now I'm going to go at the bottom here and glue that part too. I'm going to leave my index card in just to make sure the glue doesn't seep through to the bottom. Okay? Again, doing a little at a time. I'm going to need a new glue stick in a minute, but I have some handy. I'm going to do that. Whoops. Do that. A lot of it came off with the spatula, but I'm still going to go in and rub it, because there's still a lot there that I want off. Okay. So we have that. Now we can finish with the side panels here and the bottom panel. Let's put our glue in. Well, we don't need it in yet. So now I'm going to take it with my left hand, because I can do either or. It doesn't bother me. But doing it this way, at this angle, I do it with my left hand. Okay? And then you go in, rub all the excess off. There. Hit it with your spatula to cool it down and make sure it stays up. And then rub the excess off. Okay? So that's that. We're going to keep going. Oops. Now I can fit my stick in, my new glue stick. There we go. Fold it over. Get the spatula. And do that. Okay? And then we're going to come down here and do that side. Okay? Now I have other projects coming in similar to this. So be on the lookout for them. Now what I'm going to do, because I don't want the, well, I didn't do it on the other side, so I have to match them, right? We're going to go in. I'm just going to hold it. Let me move this out of the way. And we're going to do that. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to trim all the extra lace off after I rub all the excess glue out. Make sure there's no lumps, no bumps, no crumps. And yes, most of the glues that you use, if you have your nails done, will most probably take the nail polish off. But that's how it is. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, after I trim all the excess lace off, I'm going to keep the excess lace that I trim off because I can use that. Well, no, that's too small. Okay, I'm going to trim this because I don't want no lumps, no bumps, no frumps. I got to glue that down. So I'm going to take the glue gun, or the glue tool as I want to call it, and just push that down right there. And that's that. Now, I don't know what I'm going to use for a closure just yet. So I just want to do this part. Or maybe I should do a closure, right? I don't know what yet, but I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this flower over here. I'm going to glue that down right now. First, I'm going to do the middle. Now, if y'all have the little glue helpers, the finger one, the pink ones that go on the finger, you can get them at Dollar Tree. I have a few of them, but I like using my spatula. The little spatulas you can get at Dollar Tree also. So I'll be doing some more craft room essential videos soon. I got the glue all over my flower thingy here. I don't like that. So I'm gonna go on this side and do the same thing. I'm just gonna put it down on the bottom. Just a light uh, glue line. You don't want too much on it. Just a little. Okay. So we got that part done. Now what I'm gonna do, after I get rid of this and all that. Okay. I'm gonna take my little uh top part of my pouch, and then I have the other piece of the applique, but I don't know where it went to. It was right here a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago. It flew the coop. It flew the coop. Oh, well, howdy doody. I don't know where it went to. It has flown the building. It has left the building. Huh. Here we go. Ha! It fell in my lap. Okay, what I'm going to do with this piece here is I'm going to put it on the flap. Okay? And it's going to go like this. Like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this side. Okay. I'm going to start at this leaf and go around. After I tag that leaf down, I can open this up. Well, it didn't tack it down now, did it? It did not tack it down, guys. There we go. And I want it right there. So now I'm going to open this up so I can finish gluing it. Okay, let's get this done. I'm going to go to each flower one by one. Like that. Go to the next one because I can bend them back to put the glue on them. Like that. Okay. There we go. Like that. Okay. So we got that. Let me remove that out of the way. So now we have a little flap that has the flowers here. Let me try to zoom in so y'all can see exactly what I am doing. Sorry about that. I didn't catch it. Okay. So now we have that. Now what I want to do is take this piece here and take some of this bling and try to find something that'll, oh yeah. Right there. We got it. I want something. Let me see if I can find something that is a little more. There we go. That I can center a little more on the flap. And I got it. So we're going to take that and we're going to glue this down. Put enough on it to where I can center it right on that flower here and just hold it. You see? It holds the flap down enough to where I may not have to put anything. And I can take a white pearl here. Let's see if I have another white pearl. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see what colors we have here. Uh-oh. We got a white and a peach rose, a purple rose, a mint rose. Well now, I want, whoops. And then we got a lavender pearl here. But what I wanted was one that matched this one and about the same size. But I have purple in here, so I can put this one here. And then we have gold, so we can put the gold one here. So we got a little of each color in the flap. So we put this one over here. See, the heavy one in the middle holds them down. Holds down the flap. I'm going to put that one here. Sorry for the big arm going across the screen. So I'm going to do this a little bit and see, smudge this down. Where's my little clamps? I got one little clamp here. I had another one. Where did it go? So we can keep this a little closed here. I got a different clamp I can use on it. Whoops. This is the little pink finger I was telling you guys about. But I like my spatula better. So I'm going to use this clamp on this side to kind of flatten them down a little. So what we're going to do next is pick up all this Okay, put that back in its bag. And then we're going to take this here. I'm going to put a little crown on here with this bling at the bottom. Oh, wait a minute here. And put this down here. Come like this. Turn it here. Oh yeah. So that means we got to open this up so we can make it come from here all the way down. Okie dokie. So I'm going to start here. Put that there. I'm going to come down a little because I don't want it too close to the flap. So I decided I can come down a little bit. And then we're going to take it, tack that there. We're going to turn it a little and come that way. And I only want the one side. Okay. So I'll do this a little bit here and then come down this way. Right up to the flower. Okay, so do this. Turn it in a little. Come like that. And then we can snip it right there. Snip right here. Okay. So we got that. Now, I like that. Woohoo! We have that on. Now, I'm going to put a crown right there in the middle of the flower. So let me clamp these back so I can kind of flatten them a little. And we're going to stick our little crown right here. Crown Royal. Right? I'm just going to put the glue like right here. Outline the crown all the way around. Okay? And just stick it. Stick her right, ouch. Stick her right there. Okay? So, now this can be used as a little clutch for a little girl. Okay? I still see some trim hanging here. So I'm going to trim that off. Now, should I do the back or not to do the back? That is the question. You know what I can do on the back? Where's my... I can put this trim. All, yes, I am. And I am. I'm going to put that all along the back side. Like that. Let's turn it. Might run out of it, but that's all right. Let's put that back up here so we can take this and slightly turn it and hold it in place. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 and put them on. Okay? That way it gives me a little more. That way I don't have to put it this way. I don't have to clean that much glue. There we go. A little dot there. Little dot there. And put them down. That's what I usually do with trims like this. is just 1 by 1 or 2 by 2, 3 by 3, whatever, and just put them down. That way it's not that much glue to clean up. So now I'm gonna have to put my glue gun down a little for now, so I can turn this and come back up. Move this clamp to this side, and then we can finish this up here. 1, 2, 3. Come up, center them, and let's see. I'm gonna do 2 this time. Nope, I can fit 1 more, and I'm gonna glue that one down before I snip or trim it off. Okay, now I can trim it. Put this away, and we're gonna clamp that back. I think that's perfect. But how about put that? Oh yes, we're gonna put them in the middle of the flowers. Let's put one here. Snip that off. Next flower. Hold it for a few. Snip it. That looks so pretty like that. Next flower. Here. Hold it. Hold it just a few seconds, and it'll stay there. Okay. Now I'm going to put this back up there. And this is the last little flower. Bling flower, that is. That we're going to put on. And I see I need a fix right here. So I'm going to add a little glue there. Take my spatula and put that down. And there we go. The bling is all finito. So I'm going to call this project done. And if you stay tuned, I will have pictures of this beautiful little thingy here. Beautiful little clutch at the end of the video. Let's clean up this a bit. And I will say, happy, not happy crafting. Be kind, be safe, be loving, be blessed, be crafty, stay safe, drive safe. And thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and comment. And if you haven't already, hit that big red subscribe button down below and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified of when I upload a video or when I go live. I will see you all in the next video and on the flip side. Bye-bye for now, crafty angels.